The next question is from Abdul Qadir from Dammam, Saudi Arabia. Should Muslims follow social distancing for fear of coronavirus? What is the meaning of social distancing? The literal meaning of social distancing is you have to keep the society apart. And this is not in favor of Islam. The literal meaning of social means, you have to keep people apart, whether it be your relatives, whether it be your kith and kin, whether it be your parents. This breaking the relationship of kith and kin is the 9th major sin in Islam. I being a medical doctor, I know that social distancing is a medical terminology. It's a misnomer. The right word should be physical distancing. Physical distancing is the more appropriate word. This word social distancing was coined in the early part of the 21st century, in 2001, 2003. And in 2009, WHO, World Health Organization, said that if you keep an arm's length away from the other human being, that is the term used for social distancing, approximately 1 meter. But after COVID-19, coronavirus disease 2019, initially the medical doctors and WHO said keep 1 meter's distance, but later on they changed it to 2 meters distance, be 6 feet apart. So the right terminology should be physical distancing. Social distancing is a misnomer, because social distancing means you have to keep socially apart, which is prohibited in Islam. We know today that the world has advanced. We know we can socially be connected to a person even if we are thousands of miles apart. A person living in America can be socially connected to a person living in Bangladesh or India or Pakistan through the social media. That's what it's called, social media. We can socialize with each other. We don't have to be physically close. So I believe this word social distancing is a misnomer. The right terminology should be physical distancing. As far as physical distancing is concerned, yes, if there is a contagious disease, it was recommended by the Prophet, and I quoted that in the previous session, that when you see a person who has leprosy, then run away as though you have seen a tiger. The Prophet recommended that when there is a plague, you should not enter a place which has a plague, and if you're in that place, you should not leave it. So this is what the medical fraternity today tells us. So I'm for it, but I'm only against the terminology. Social distancing is a misnomer. The right terminology should be physical distancing, and this is also there in medical terminology. Both are used. But in the media that we find today, social distancing has become so popular. I would request the Muslims not to use this word social distancing. They should use physical distancing, and this is the appropriate word. And if there is a contagious disease, or it can be an epidemic or a pandemic or like coronavirus, COVID-19, yes, I recommend that to prevent its spread, it is sunnah, it is a requirement that you should maintain your physical distancing.